Welcome to my second walkthrough. This will be of the second level, going to shifters, and it will be using full gear as I prefer them to have, rather than base gear, just because, well, this one is insanely hard with basic gear, uh, but probably possible. But anyways, I'm going to demonstrate how to use a lot of the gear, and how to use various features of the characters themselves, and also how to recover from mistakes, because I make quite a few, and also how to recover from horrid things occurring, because that also happens. Now, it's much faster to go through this compound than around, so first thing I do, place down a wall charge. Can't blow it immediately, because I honestly don't know what's behind it. That's honestly a dangerous place to explode one. So I'm first going to start by using the comically large gun to clear out the area under it, to be sure at least that corridor is mostly clear. Then I'm going to move a guy down to the side to throw some flashbangs into the lower hallway. Unfortunately, that doesn't go quite well for me. I get the angle completely wrong, and it starts bouncing everywhere, which is a little dangerous. I don't want my guys stunned and then to be ambushed while stunned. So I shift them all to their second forms and get them out of there as fast as I can. This, of course, still wastes quite a bit of time, and this is a time-critical map. The moment the first explosion goes off, you have 60 seconds until they detonate the hostage, so time is not exactly the thing you want to be wasting. Thankfully, all of my guys were able to avoid being stunned, somehow. Being in their second forms really does help with that. And now I also have access to 2 hallways, which is very useful for reasons you're about to see. I'm very glad there weren't very many people in that second hallway when I had just had Bob run right in there. That would have gone really poorly if there were people there. So anyways, I need these people to advance into this next hallway, but I don't know if it's clear or not, so I just, comically large gun down the length of it. It's so nice to be able to do that. So then I finally move people in. One of them gets caught in the wall because I don't calculate it quite right. If there's someone behind them, that could go pretty poorly, but thankfully it's a pretty safe area down there because I've already shot down the length of both hallways that connect at that corner. Still, I want someone down there pronto, just to make sure it doesn't get retaken by enemies. Anyways, I put a second wall charge also. Here's where things start to get sketchy, because when I blow that wall charge, I can't shoot through for fear of hitting the hostage. Instead, I will have to be on quiet mode and only shoot manually at things that I can directly see. Going quiet for that. Throw a flashbang up at that window just to stun anything above the compound that might shoot down at me. And then I have a guy move under so he can shoot up into the room. He gets angles that will hit guys and not the hostage that the guy in the main area does not have. See, that explosion was just so I can see all the enemies. I'm mostly going to be using my other guys to shoot. Because this guy, he's kind of exposed. He's in a dangerous position. So I'm going to shift him and run him away. And yeah, you see I cannot shoot those 2 enemies. One of them's very danger close. One of them I can at least get out of the way with my lower guy. The other one, very dangerous spot for him to be. Thankfully, I prepared for this. 2 of my guys have melee weapons. And unfortunately, neither of them are the ones with the one with the direct path. See, I'm going to move this guy up again, and see that guy's still just lingering there. Can't shoot, can't do anything about him. So I'm just going to flashbang in there. Move this guy back down so that guy doesn't turn around and see me. While I was distracted there, one of my other guys was getting shot at, so I need to move him out of the way quickly. And I'm also going to frag that direction just to get rid of that annoyance. As the flashbang's going, I also check... Let's see. I also check who has melee. I don't actually remember at this point. I'm still under the assumption that the guy with the direct path into the main compound has one, and then I try it and it doesn't work. And I realize it's only the other two who have melee weapons. And so I'm starting to realize I have a bit of a problem. But then, thankfully, the lower guy has a wall charge, so it is solved. I can just blow another hole in the wall and get through that way. Okay. So everyone in that room is stunned. Everyone above the room is probably also stunned, or maybe just gone. So it's fairly safe to enter here, but not completely. There's still issues with that. So I will have the guy with the direct path on Overwatch there. He's gonna go in there also just to shoot anything that shoots at my guy. Now, my plan here is, yeah, just hit that guy with melee, because there's no direct shot that can guarantee hit him without killing the hostage. And kaboom, there goes that guy. I shift my guy on the way because it is faster that way, then yeah, I hit him with the mallet, and boom. Malleted, get malleted. Now I'm gonna move everyone to the extraction point. On this level, only the hostage needs to get to the extraction point. There are other levels where everyone needs to get there, but it's just good practice to try to get everyone there. And... now I just have to collapse my formation, really. Make sure there's no one lurking. And actually right here, someone tries to mess with the door. You see, I see him messing with the door for a split second. And that could be dangerous if he swings that door right at the hostage as the hostage is going through. So I just, you know, shoot him through the window and the door. Comically large gun is such a nice item to have. It's a shame it's so heavy, I say as the person who made it so heavy. And my formation collapses, not exactly cleanly, but it collapses. And everyone's out. Ta-da! Creeper Creep out.